Hi everyone, Jess here, and today I'm joined with Luc Bondar, President of MileagePlus and VP of Marketing and Loyalty at United Airlines. Thank you for joining me today.
It's great to be here.
So first of all, as the industry focuses on minimising its environmental impact, how are you using marketing to highlight your sustainability strategy?
So we're really proud of everything we're doing in sustainability at United Airlines. We've had a long history with Eco Skies and some of the other programs that we've run. But I think perhaps most importantly, as an airline, we're investing in those technologies that we believe will be the future of this space, so whether that's sustainable aviation fuel or carbon sequestration. We've moved distinctly away from carbon offsets as a strategy. So part of the challenge is marketing that shift and those changes to our customers. So we have taken on an educational campaign to really help consumers understand the investments that we're making that we think will change the future of flying, particularly around sustainable aviation fuel. You might have seen that we struck a partnership with Sesame Street, and we now have a chief trash officer in Oscar the Grouch. And so the story that Oscar tells is one where trash can one day help fly a plane. And it's really an education campaign to help consumers everywhere understand that our industry has an opportunity to be transformational in the role that we play in driving more sustainable flying. And we think we have a responsibility to do that. So that's part of the story that we tell.
That's great. And as you say, there is an element of education within these things because it's something that's going to become increasingly prominent in the industry. And as that happens, things will naturally evolve with the approach that's taken. So it's great to convey that to customers as well instead of just switching around as it happens.
Absolutely. And I think it's really important that through that messaging and the marketing, that it is very much about recognizing what we're doing to drive future change and not trying to apply, I'll use the phrase greenwashing, to what we're doing today. We recognize that what we do is helpful, but it's not enough, and we have to do more. And so very much our focus as a company, whether it's our United Ventures Fund, our Sustainable Aviation Fund, our Eco Skies Alliance, which is corporations all around the world investing in SAF, or the platform that allows customers to contribute to the SAF fund every time they fly. This is all in pursuit of education and really helping our marketplace understand that we're trying to do the right thing. We want them to join us on that journey, and that together we think we can really drive change in the industry.
Fantastic. And speaking about the future, Gen Z seems to be very sustainability aware. When it comes to targeting this generation, what do you prioritize in your approach and why?
So I think for Gen Z, from a marketing standpoint, firstly, it's about talking to them through different channels. Certainly, I know about a third of all search today is done on TikTok, standalone, just as a starting point, not Google and not the more traditional ways that someone like me would go and find whatever it is that I'm looking for. So starting with recognizing that we need to be where customers are, and we market through very different channels, then the value that we're providing to Gen Z customers needs to be a lot clearer as well. For example, we have a young adult program that gives our customers aged between 18 and 23 an always on 5% discount if they're a MileagePlus member and they book through the app. And so that's a great offering for that customer who historically has thought, well, loyalty's not for me, I don't need it, I'm all about experience and I'm all about low price. But this way we bring all those pieces together and we help them experience United, experience our app, which we think is the best in the world, and fly as a MileagePlus member, while at the same time marketing that to them through the channels that they are on, like TikTok.
Yeah, it's so fascinating seeing how searching's been different, and we've seen this with all holiday bookings, not just the airline experience. It really seems like TikTok and Instagram.
It's wild.
It's a whole new way of thinking about it.
It really is. It's so different, and I think for all of us as marketers, that's always the art. It's understanding the customer where they are and meeting them where they are, rather than applying kind of the way we've always done things. And so this is a big shift that you're seeing right across the board.
Absolutely. And your MileagePlus FFE is award-winning. How are you embracing tech to remain competitive here?
So I've been at United 6 years. 5 years ago, we started a journey of a complete rebuild of our technology stack to essentially make it a future-proof platform. There are a lot of changes, functionality, new benefits, new features we wanted to launch, but we couldn't because we were running on legacy tech, and the debt that came with that meant that we were just constrained. So we've upgraded the underlying infrastructure, we've restructured how we build identity in our company, so that we can now understand who Jess is every time Jess interacts with us anywhere in the business. We know who you are as a unique individual, as that same person. And by investing in these different aspects of tech, we've been able to then roll out new features, new functions faster, cheaper, more effectively, and do the things that we think are going to be more meaningful for customers. A great example is, just the simple things like split tender and allowing customers to pay for anything with money plus miles. That was something we always wanted to do. We couldn't with our old technology, but once we'd implemented a lot of this new tech stack, that allowed us to roll that out in under 6 months. So that's sort of step one, and then step two is we recognize that the value of the data that we have, that our customers share with us, this first-party data relationship, super powerful, really important for our business, but also for all of our partners. The ability to use the relationship we've built with our MileagePlus members to create marketing opportunities for all the brands that we partner with, and that first-party trusted relationship we have provides a great platform for relevant, meaningful marketing. We wouldn't be able to make use of that if we weren't updating all of our technology so that not only can we do a better job of knowing who Jess is, but we're also building a relationship built on digital trust so that privacy and our compliance with privacy and the rules and regulations around that around the world, as well as the expectations from the customer, can be met, and technology is our friend in making that happen. So this is sort of some of the key areas that we focus on with tech that I think are setting us up for the future.
And I can imagine it's one half of it understanding the customer, but another half showing them that you understand it and
100%.
Tailoring in that way so they feel that connection.
Absolutely, and so ensuring that, sort of under the broad banner of personalization coupled with recognition. So, it's one thing to be able to personalize content, it's another to then do a really good job of knowing what's important to you when you interact with us. And so that's where that investment that we've made in data, sort of the overall marketing tech stack, and then the ability to personalize right across the experience, not just on the app, not just in the mobile device, but when you're on the plane, or when you're at the airport, or when you're interacting with one of our partners. Sort of all of these areas are a key focus for us, so super important.
Well, I look forward to seeing what happens in the next few years.
Fantastic. Thanks for your time today. Thanks for a great event.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.